you actually want to come off to the side here and miss this plate altogether. Don't click away, because I need your help in encouraging grandparents to stay mentally active through gaming. Thanks for joining the mission at Gaming for Grandparents. And please let your grandparents know it is free to subscribe. So let's get into this video and see how many grandparents we can help. Welcome to the third video where we explore Minecraft biomes. So I want to show you the desert pyramid today, but I don't want to have to travel 9,000 blocks, nearly 10,000 blocks, to get to a desert pyramid. So I am going to actually TP there, which means transport there. And I'm showing right now that I'm locating that structure, and then I'm going to teleport to that structure. So when I clicked on that green box there, it gave me the option to teleport. So it's doing that /TP, and then it's taking me right to the desert and right to the desert pyramid. So teleport is an option you have when you're in creative mode. It's not an option you have in survival mode. You also have to make sure that cheats are on in your settings to be able to get that command bar to even pop up. Okay, so we found a savanna and a desert, including a desert temple. This is actually a broken desert temple, it looks like. Oh no, it's got both the towers, because they always have these towers. Everybody calls this a desert temple. It's actually a desert pyramid, but I think everybody just calls it a desert temple. And this is the front side, or should be the front side. But as you can see, it is partially buried on this side. Alright, well, let's see if we can get down here. There's not a lot inside these temples. You have these different areas here where you can wander around. So as far as the main floor here that we're in, there's not a lot to them. They're actually kind of plain. What's important about your desert temples is actually when we go below the pyramid, because again, there's not much here. We could have come in through that door there and dropped down, but I wanted to take you in through the actual entrance. The first time I came into a desert temple, I didn't know how they worked, and I broke this block in the middle. The worst thing you can do is break this block, because this block will fall onto a pressure point below, and that will cause a pressure plate below, and that will cause dynamite to go off. So you actually want to come off to the side here and miss this plate altogether, because underneath this plate is dynamite. So if I stepped on it right now, that dynamite would go off. So I'm actually going to break this. There. Now the dynamite won't go off. But there's your dynamite. And it's all the way around here. So it's not just right there. It's all the way around. And these are really important because you can get some really good loot in here. There are 4 chests, and they could have iron ingots, they could have diamonds, golden apples, armor for your horse, string, bone, just different things that you might need to survive in a desert. Deserts tend to have the most hostile mobs above ground. Alrighty, so let me just go right back up here. And of course it's nighttime. And then we have another Badlands over here. These are eroded Badlands. So they are not even the regular. So that's the thing. When you go into these biomes, you literally have to look to see if it's just a badland, uneroded badland, a woodland, a wooded badland, different things of that nature. And this is a savanna village right here. So they have a couple of different houses here than what we normally see in a lot of villages. All the villagers look slightly different depending on what biome they're in. But this wood, this acacia wood, creates these type of, this color of wood, and then that's terracotta or concrete, I can't remember. Then you have these type of designed terracotta blocks here, which I've used in my house, so you can watch those videos, because I've actually used that type of terracotta. And we have a farm here. I found another biome that I've been looking for. The cherry blossom biome. Hang out with all the mobs. I should have thought of this before the third video, but I'm going to grab a spyglass and some night vision potions. There we go. So even though it's nighttime, these naturally will drop leaves. That's what we're seeing on the ground, is the leaves dropping. This is another new feature in Minecraft, and it has this pink wood. Got big cherry blossom trees, and the biome is called Cherry Grove. So that's what the biome is called. Alrighty. Well, that was pretty stop. And the spyglass should allow me to do this, where I can zoom in. There's a beehive right there. So that's what that item right there is a beehive. My night potion is wearing off. So that's why my screen is flashing right now. Ah, we've got some more cherry trees over here. Ooh, a cherry tree. But I have not seen the villagers, what the villagers look like in this biome, so I want to check it out real quick. So let's just go disturb one of these villagers' sleep by just walking right in. Aww. They're the boring ones, okay. Boring, lack of imagination, okay. Come on, Minecraft. If you have a village near one of these forests, then you really should have really cool villagers. And of course it's bumped right, oh, and look at that, that's a beehive. If I attack that, the bees would attack me. And the bees pop out of these holes here. And there's a whole process on how to get honey and whatnot. So of course the bees will fly around and pollinate. And then when their bottoms become dirty, that's when they'll go back into the hive. So if you see a brown bottom, they're not ready to go back into the hive. A dirty bottom, they are. And of course we have a snow biome pushed right up against the cherry blossom. And look at that, there's snow on this cherry blossom. Okay, a cherry tree. Okay, let's see here. What biome is this classified? Snowy slopes. See if we can make it home. It's like 9,000 blocks to get home. And we can't teleport home. So I'm going to look for these other biomes that I want to show you on my 9,000 block trip home. So it's like you've got a spruce tree forest, a dark oak forest, and a regular forest all bumped up against each other. And another set of villager houses. I like these. I don't know why, but I like these houses the best. And I like the outfits that the villagers wear the best. I want to see if I can find an amethyst geoid in this water here. But the easiest way to see underwater or in the caves is with night vision potions. so that's why I grabbed them. And I think I got the shorter version, so is this what I'm looking for right here? I really hope so, but I think it is. I think that one's one and that one's there. Yeah, there's two of them. Perfect. Let's go on down. So, you'll find, I can't remember what this is, but some type of basalt, I think. So this is the outer layer of an amethyst geoid. And when we break into it, we get to the calcite. And you get into the calcite, and there's our amethyst. But it doesn't stop there. You can actually, and hear the, when I break these blocks, listen. And now we're inside an amethyst geoid. Let me do this real quick. There we go. Now the water's going away from there. And there. Alright, so this is a amethyst geoid. I love it to walk on these. So let me get down on it. It makes that little ting 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 when you walk on it. And then when you break it, it makes noise as well. One of the prettiest blocks. There's not much use for them, but whoops, drink another night potion. There's not a lot of use for these amethyst geoids, or for creepers. Not a lot of use for them, other than a decorative block. And you can actually grow them by capturing these, what they're called amethyst shards, and you can grow them to actually be able to make more. But you can find these fairly easily. The easiest place to find these geoids are in the ocean. You can find them underground in caves as well. But as you can see, there's another one. Where'd it go? We have this one here. There it is. That's another one over there. Okay, so let's go back underground, under the water here. So this is an ocean temple, I believe. And you can find these guys guarding them. And he's playing in the bubbles. And you can use these bubbles to breathe underwater. But this dude is just playing in the bubbles. But if you find one of these with a trident, if you kill him, you can steal his trident, and then you can really travel around in water and kind of fly using water and the trident. Or you can use the trident as a lightning rod and, you know, attack like creepers and get them to be charged creepers. But yeah, this is all different type of ocean temple ruins. There are chests in here, so you can find chests. But also over here, the reason why I stopped and said, okay, let's go back under here, is because under here, see, there's more drowns because I've arrived, so they're spawned more. But you also have an ocean monument, so you have another amethyst geoid right there, an ocean monument, you have ocean temples, and amethyst. Oh, there's another ocean. Amethyst. Right there, and then ocean monument. In a previous video, I showed you the ocean monument. However, I didn't show you the sponge room, and it didn't show you where the gold is. So I'm going to show you that real quick. And then if we come over here, well, one of these sides typically has an opening. Oh, look at that. You have a shipwreck. attached to a ocean monument. I have not seen that before. Here's the entrance. So the entrance is lit up, but it's not necessarily safe to be in here. If you're in creative mode, it's very safe. Aha! This right here, when you break it, you're going to find gold. And this typically is in the middle of your ocean monuments. So there's a whole bunch of gold in there. And these blocks are only found in these ocean monuments. Even these lights are only found here. So this is the only place that you can find any of this type of block. With a bunch of block breaking, I finally found the sponge room. There we go. There's your sponges. Sponges are good for clearing out water. So you can use these sponges, dry them out. If I put them in the furnace and drying them out, they will also dry out in the netherworld. And once they're dried, then they will soak up more water. So if you're trying to clear an area out and get rid of all the water, then you can use sponges. At any rate, that is your sponges in your ocean monuments. There we go. A witch's hut. I'm just curious, is the witch home? Or is her cat home? I hear you. Yes, the witch is home. There's the witch. And the black cat behind her. Yep, there you have it. Witch and her black cat. But once I get over these mountains, we should be seeing my house. Oh, after a 9,000 block journey, I'm finally home. And when I got home, I decided to build the balcony and the deck off the back of the house. I completed it, and it was recording the entire time, but for whatever reason, I lost the recording. So I'll just have to give you a tour of the balcony and deck another day. Needless to say, I'm bummed that you didn't get that build. If you didn't get to see the first biome video, check it out because we had to rescue a villager from the fact that his house was floating. In the second biome video, we had to travel over 3,000 miles to get to a desert, and we also found a jungle temple. So please check both of those videos out to see how vast Minecraft is. I really want to encourage grandparents to stay mentally active through gaming. I want to mentally challenge them with strategy games and task management games and creative games like Minecraft. So if you appreciate my effort in trying to encourage your grandparents to stay mentally young, please let them know about this channel. And let them know it is free to subscribe. There's no cost. And again, thanks for watching Gaming for Grandparents.